Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to the pilot episode of what I'm calling Thinking Chair Podcast, a sort of one-on-one interview podcast hybrid type deal. It wasn't quite solidified in terms of a concept when I made this. Originally, it was going to be for something else entirely, and that kind of didn't work out. So, what I'm doing is repurposing this and creating a new series for my channel to do. Let me know what you think about it. Give me some feedback, and thank you, Blushades, for coming onto the show. On with the video. Yes. So Blushades. It's funny. But why did you choose to analyze internet content? Because I considered doing something very similar back in high school. Back like over a decade ago, but I just never did. I considered doing analysis of like the meaning behind like internet reviews and stuff like that, and I thought about them like reviewing Flash cartoons that I really liked, but I just never did. But you did it. So what was your process on that? What caused you to want to do that?
There's two answers to this. One, I'm a fucking loser, and two,
Yo, me too.
yeah, yo, there's, I just had too much, I guess I just had too much knowledge on a bunch of internet topics, and I just loved YouTube, and I'm like, eventually I was going to start a YouTube channel. It was probably going to be a film YouTube channel, but I'm just like, fuck it. Let's talk about like internet culture and all this nonsense. And at first people thought it was like a commentary channel, but it was basically always going to be a video essay channel. But it devolved into just like meme analysis and like meme academics, I guess, is what people have called it. But really, it just came down to like I have too much information and too much like I have too many opinions on this. I should probably do something with them instead of not, I guess.
Yeah.
And also I was in video marketing or working in video marketing, so I was like, fuck it, I might as well start a YouTube channel.
Cool. I didn't start my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel from years ago that I have where I just uploaded random gameplay shit that I thought was fun. But like I never did anything with, really. Though I've always wanted to do YouTube myself, and it's only this year that I've really like, now that I've gotten my branding down with how I want to do it and stuff, that I've actually started on that myself. Yeah, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I like your stuff. I've been watching you back when you used the little anthro wolf guy as your thing.
Oh god, yeah. So like 2017. Yeah, no, you say getting your branding down, but the trying to like find a suitable and easy way to present yourself is like extremely hard. So I understand that struggle completely, especially in like today's YouTube, where like PNG tubers aren't really a thing anymore. Which is why I got rid of it. And also, well, the reason I got rid of the Anthro Fox was because I got a fucking cinema camera mostly, and I was like, well, I should probably use this. And also, the Fox is a little too tacky. My like production value of my videos went past the need for something like that. At first, it was like, I don't want to show myself on camera because I'm fat, and then I stopped being fat, I guess.
That works.
This is fine. Yeah, that's a little anecdote about that, but just presentation on YouTube is so hard.
Yeah, I understand that. Right now, I'm dealing with making a lot of the sprites and shit for my thing, for lack of a better word, I guess. What made you do the? Okay, so like, you transitioned out of the Fox icon towards, or like the Fox thing, to like the other videos. I forget what that was. It was like when you got rid of that. It was like 2019 or something, right?
Yeah, just about. Probably like a little bit before that, like maybe like late 2018. Or like mid 2018, because I think it was after the video essays video. I was like, this is too tacky, and then I just gradually stopped using it. So
Yeah.
I just like phased it out, and then people complained. Like, where's my cute furry thing that I can draw porn of? I'm like, okay, let's not do this.
If they need a blue thing they can draw porn of, don't worry, I got my character. They can gravitate towards that.
Thank you for taking that burden off me.
You're welcome. I will bear your cross of being the blue thing that people draw porn of.
Oh, thank God.
I remember you talking about the Scoob and Shag comic, but I always felt like that was kind of like an inferior version of Tales Got Trolled, because it felt like Tales Got Trolled inspired, but didn't seem like it felt like it had the heart of Tales Got Trolled. At least to me personally.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's no, I'm not. I don't know if I agree or disagree. I think both of them are great as they are. I just think that the art in Scoob and Shag is. A lot of people in that video that comment on that video, it's like, oh, what about Tales Got Trolled? It's like, I'm not talking about that right now. And also, like, too many people have covered Tales Got Trolled.
Yeah, like there's even the whole PCP University video on it and stuff.
Yeah, like that 4-hour video or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's only like an hour. Like compare the 4-hour video is like the Kingdom Hearts lore one, which I'm sad. I've sadly have to admit I watched all the way through because the chick I liked at the time was into Kingdom Hearts, and then she ended up being a bitch.
That's how it goes.
So I wasted 4 hours of my life.
Never trust a hoe that likes Kingdom Hearts.
That's what I learned. Dude, you ever think, if you think about it, technically Kingdom Hearts is like the biggest, it is just the same as Sonichu, in the sense that it starts with two separate franchises meeting, and then it starts to favor one franchise while still having elements of the other, and like characters of the other. But then it loses all of that in favor of going towards the original character stuff, which completely like gets rid of the point of the crossover in the first place. It's like the same thing at this point. That's my philosophy on it.
Yeah, no, it's it's got so convoluted. It was just, how did it go from like
stupid kid on the beach,
Mickey Mouse, and Final Fantasy to like weird, like, I don't want to say metaphysics. Fucking Kingdom Hearts is a nightmare. I also watched that video because I enjoy the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts, but the story is a fucking disaster. I
don't like the gameplay. Like, I tried Kingdom Hearts 1, I just couldn't get into it, but like that's kind of my fault for being like 20 when I tried it, and like being a fan of Devil May Cry.
Yeah, no, I played Kingdom Hearts when I was like 8 or 9, and then I also played DMC at the same time.
Yeah, it came out when I was like, when did it come out? Let's see, 2007, right? Or 2001, I mean.
Yeah, the first one's 2001.
So I was like 7 when it came out. 6 or 7. And so I really wanted it because it looked super cool. Because I was a dumb kid, but I didn't have a PS2 or an Xbox or a GameCube. All I had was an N64 and a GBA at that time, so I never played it.
Damn, you could have played the GBA version of it. Chain of Memories or whatever. I know too much about Kingdom Hearts, apparently.
It's like a sequel, though. I know too much about Kingdom Hearts for a guy that fucking hates Kingdom Hearts.
No, that's how it goes. You just hate know it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's no, like the character action stuff, like, I played DMC around the same time because I think we're the same age. I'm 26.
I am also 26.
Yeah, so I played that when it came out, and then DMC I like rented, and then I played the shit out of 3.
I didn't get a PS2 until like 2013, and then it was broken, so I had to get a new one, which got lost in the mail. So I had to get a new one, which was also broken, and then my granddad finally found one for me in 2014. And so I was finally able to play games in 2014 that I wanted to, like DMC 1 and stuff like Persona 3, stuff like that.
Yo, Persona 3. How did you pay for 3 broken PS2s? Is that what
I paid for 1 broken PS2, and then they mixed up the shipping on the second one, and then they sent a broken one the last time. This is through Amazon, so like, and then I was like, okay, yeah.
They're like, okay, just keep it, fine, whatever, and we're sorry, and they gave me my money back.
Huh.
And then my granddad, my granddaddy goes to like pawn shops and stuff all the time, and he found a PS2 there, and I was using that, and then it kind of stopped working. But my dad bought a PS2 Fat off of somebody from his old work that was selling theirs, and so I've been using that one since.
Oh, nice. And you've played Persona 3 since then?
Yes, I played. I had to buy a second copy because the first PS2 scratched my first disc to hell and back.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, were you playing which version of Persona 3? The
Fast.
original or FS? Okay, yeah, FS.
Yeah, Fast,
Nice.
because it had more personas, it had more content. That's what I was going to play. I always liked psychology and stuff, and when I learned about like that it used a lot of Jungian psychology and stuff, I was like, oh, that sounds dope. And then I found out about SMT through that. Like, I found out about SMT through seeing Yuri of Wind play Persona 3. And then I studied more about
shit.
like, I learned more about Persona 3. And I was like, oh, it's part of a bigger franchise. And then I played Persona 3, and then I played Nocturne.
Yo.
And then I played SMT 4. Yeah.
SMT4 is probably my favorite in the series, actually.
I really like Nocturne. Just personally, it's just my favorite.
Nocturne's sick. If you can stomach it, I recommend 1 and 2. And if
I have played those. I play those regularly, like almost every year.
Jesus, yeah. I mean, they're fun.
Yeah, like I'll pick them up and just not finish them though, because like I have the ROMs on my phone, and I'll just play them and be like, yo, I'm just gonna like see how far I get while I'm like taking a shit at work or whatever.
Very nice. Playing SMT1 at work. That's
yeah.
Pure fucking chaos. Fucking if you have a hankering for more of like SMT light games, somebody recently, now this is getting into like a funnier topic, but that's fine. There's a fan made game for Toho, as there usually is. Toho is just a cesspool of like fan games.
It's all just fan games. That's like the entire franchise is fan games and hentai.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's somebody made a SMT like dungeon crawler for Toho. It's called Artificial Dream in Arcadia, and it's really fucking good. There's only a demo out, but like it emulates SMT 1 and 2 perfectly, while also having just insane sprite art. I know like a very elementary amount of Toho, and I like shmups, but I don't like Toho. But the characters and everything, I get why people go fucking bananas for this shit, and I'm afraid to get into it even more. I don't know anything
about Toho past the Senior Palo video. Like, I wanted to get into Toho, but all I know is that there's lots of dojins and lots of fan games. That's all I know about, because I've tried getting into it. It's like an impenetrable wall to get into for me.
Yeah, there's just an insane amount of content, but I guess what makes it like really endearing is that most of it, it's all like fan stuff. But there's the fucking anime, which is all fan made, and it's insane production quality. They started making it in 2011, and they make an episode every year, and the production value is insane for something that's just fan made. And like, if you need to get into the story, there it is. It's just like anime recounts of each game.
Nice.
But I mean, whether you're into the story for Toho is another story, I guess. I know too many people who like Toho for the waifu game, which is like, okay. Like, that's a little weird. But
I mean, yeah. Man, that's just making me think about the Strange Journey tie-in promotion game, Synchronicity or something it was called. I was able to find a download of that somehow, like this year, even though the original was taken down.
Oh, for Strange Journey SMT. The DS game. Yeah, that game's fucking sick.
This is this was a Flash game or something like that made for the the remake.
It's like a 3DS.
Yeah, it's like a Metroidvania.
Oh fuck yeah! I gotta check that out. Oh yeah. No, I know what you're. Yes, actually,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just didn't remember the name.
Yeah, it's like Synchronicity, I think.
Yeah, it's the one where you play as
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost, yeah.
Yes, and you find other friends along the way.
Yeah, another like Metroidvania like that. That's the same thing with Toho. There's probably the most like regarded fan game is Luna Knights.
Okay.
Which is another Metroidvania. A whole different topic is just Metroidvanias.
Yeah, you can go on about Metroidvanias. It's funny, I like them, but I never finish them. That's my issue.
Yeah, they
because I like the game feel, but like I have really bad ADHD, and so I just like drop the game and find something else.
Yeah, it's very committal.
Yeah.
I finished most of them, but the one that I haven't finished recently was Blasphemous because it's so obnoxiously hard. It's like the Dark Souls like one.
Oh, okay. I think I heard of that one. Yeah. So speaking of games, so what first brought you to Newgrounds? Was it games or Flash animation?
It was Flash animation first and foremost. Like the games are probably tertiary actually. It was the animation and the music. Because back in the day, my older cousin got me into like electronic music at a very, very young age. Introduced me to Aphex Twin. Nice. Introduced me to my roommate is doing dishes right now, so I apologize.
Totally fine. It's okay. Got to get them dishes done.
Apparently, while I'm recording, which is fantastic. If Steve ever listens to this, fuck you. No.
We love you, Steve.
No, we don't. He's doing dishes right now. Fuck him.
Oh yeah, we don't love him right now.
We don't love him right now. A lot of the music on Newgrounds opened me up to people like Aphex Twin, Boards of Canada, just tons of electronic music. But yeah, the Flash animation first and foremost was always the thing that attracted me. Especially, I like Final Fantasy fan animations and Star Fox fan animations. Yeah, like 2002, 2003. It was like what, like 8 or 9 or no, like 8. So it was like,
oh wow, so you've been an old poster, or not old poster, but like you're an old when it comes to that. You've been like checking out Newgrounds for like ages.
Yeah, no, I knew about it because of my cousin, but also everybody at my school knew about Newgrounds just because of I'm pretty sure it was because of the Osama bin Laden shooting games.
Oh yeah.
And like the 9/11 games. But yeah, like 2000, 2003, 2004, like super early Newgrounds. Way before a lot of the mainstay creators that we know today were on there.
I was pretty sheltered online until I was like 14 or so. My buddy Corey introduced me to Newgrounds in like 2010.
Yeah, you're lucky. I had unfiltered access to the internet at a very young age, which is not particularly good. I don't condone it, but like finding it at that, I think that might be like the golden age right there, one of the golden ages of Newgrounds. So you came in at a right time, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't make an account and like actually join until 2012. And then actually didn't start posting until about 2015 when I finally got like a computer of my own and like an art tablet and an art program. But so by then the golden age was kind of dead. But I feel like there's a new golden age coming up with the popularity of Friday Night Funkin' and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's certainly, I think the golden age has already started back when that like blew the fuck up.
Yeah,
admittedly,
Oh,
sorry, go on.
Oh, I was saying I agree. I think that as well.
I admittedly I barely know anything about Friday Night Funkin' other than it's very popular.
It's DDR on your keyboard.
Yeah,
there.
No, that's all. Yeah, I hear about Friday Night Funkin' a lot from my nephew and my friend who works at a school who has to constantly like set up block lists so kids don't play it, but there's like so many hydras and other like proxies to get around the school system. So he's just like, oh, these kids just all they fucking do is play Friday Night Funkin'. Like, yeah. It seems to be extremely popular, and then they did a Kickstarter, right? So there's going to be like a full fucking game soon.
Yeah, the full ass game to be specific, apparently.
That's like the nomenclature it's under is full ass game.
That's literally what they titled it. They call it the full ass game.
Huh.
I think it's really funny that Friday Night Funkin' got popular with kids when like week 7's like, all right, you little cunts. It's great because you have Jeff, Johnny Utah, just going, all right, you little cunts, and he starts laughing because he called them cunts.
That's so good. It's a good introduction to Newgrounds as a whole, since from what I've seen, it has a bunch of Newgrounds reps in it.
Yeah, it's got like it's got Pico in there.
It's got Pico. I think maybe it was a mod or something, but Tankman.
Tankman, that's real. That's week 7.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. And Pico comes in on the last song on week 7, and because I played it just because I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I thought it was cool to see Newgrounds reps.
I should probably check it out. I haven't. Maybe for Flash Sembro, I'll say like, a old boomer tries Friday Night Funkin' or something. Some dumb.
Hey, that's funny. That leads perfectly into a topic, which was future ideas for Flash Sember. Not even kidding.
Oh well, yeah. No, I kind of figured, since your thing on Twitter says like Newgrounds, I figured you would probably want to talk about that. So since I'm doing YouTube full time, basically. I don't expect it to work financially for the time. I planned on taking a sabbatical anyway. I worked 2 jobs earlier this year. So I saved up enough money to like take a long time off. So I'm just doing YouTube full time as like a creative fulfillment thing. But Flash Sember is going to be pretty fucking nuts. So I'm probably going to do multiple creator retrospectives, and you might see where this is going.
Yeah. I can tell where this is going just right off the bat.
Yeah,
with creator retrospective, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, and pretty much not every member of Sleepy Cabin, because that's a lot, but like,
yeah,
I plan on doing multiple videos of like, here's the animation retrospective of Oni, Psychic Pebbles, Stamper. I was gonna do Spaz Kid, but it's a lot of porn. A lot of porn.
Street Fighter Chode is a classic.
It is.
It is.
It's a classic, all right. Fucking. God, I can get you in contact with Stamper if you need to for that.
Potentially, I will. Now, call in a favor potentially for that.
Okay. Alex of Screaming into the Ethernet, he used to live with him. And they recorded like the first episode, like the pilot episode of Screaming into the Ethernet with Stamper.
Huh. Oh yeah, I did see that in the thumbnail. I didn't watch it. I'm like, what the fuck? They got Stamper?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I could potentially contact him. But I think a lot of it is just like viewing from the outside. I don't want to encroach on that if I don't need to.
Oh, that's understandable. But like, I was thinking, if you need to ask him, like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? And he could say whatever. I mean, he's probably going to say like, I don't know. I was just thinking about this and I want to put some titties in it. And that's probably what he'll say.
Oh yeah.
That's 100%. Just how he is.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get any insight from him. It would be funny to get that insight, but other stuff that I have some
get his
like,
insight.
Oh, sorry.
So get his insight on street life or whatever it was.
Oh God, that's a whole can of worms to open. But other things for Flash Summer that I had. Like weirdly hyper specific. This one, I'm still debating on whether or not I should do it. Depends on the execution, but I'm thinking about doing like a Flash horror game episode, like probably start of the month.
Put that in. Do that in October, honestly, because the algorithm will love that shit.
Potentially, but the problem is if I wait, it's not too far off, but I think horror stuff works most of the time.
That's fair. I watch horror stuff any time of the year, but like, I feel like it takes off so much during October.
I already have a few videos planned for October though, or like late October for horror stuff.
That's fair. You probably plan that shit way ahead.
Yeah, no, all my videos and stuff are pretty plotted out, unless I have something like spontaneous that I want to talk about. But
yeah,
basically all my content that you're seeing or stuff that's coming out has been plotted for months. So
yeah. My only real videos I have plotted out are I have a fighting games are awesome and here's why video. I'm thinking about scrapping that one just because everyone's done a video like that, it seems.
Yeah, especially lately there's the Polygon video talking about how to get into fighting games without it being like too obtuse. Which that video that's a hard video to compete against.
But really so good. The other one I was going to do, because I just want my channel to just be fucking whatever I feel like. I'm not really worried about any algorithm shit. I'm just trying to make stuff in general. And so one I was going to do is a overview of the indie horror game Bloodwash.
Bloodwash.
Yeah, because like no one's done video on it. You are a woman who is pregnant, and it's like the 90s or whatever, and all your clothes are dirty, but your washing machine at your apartment complex is broke, and your boyfriend's drunk, and you have to go to a creepy 24/7 hour laundromat while there is a serial killer on the loose known as the Womb Ripper who only kills pregnant women.
Huh.
Yes, it's super schlocky. I even put in my review that like it says it's going for PS1 aesthetic, but it looks more like it's going for like Quake aesthetic, just because like I'm fucking retarded and analyze that shit too much, and I play too many video games and analyze that too much, as well as watch too much cartoons to analyze that too much.
Yes, Che Guevara had a really good Newgrounds account. He was a really good animator.
Yeah, Che Guevara. I remember when he did his first, his first Strawberry Clock animation as part of the Clock crew. That was very, very good.
And it was very good. And I loved when the Clock crew talked about just increasing the literacy rate in Cuba to like 99.9%. It was interesting.
Yeah. But then the Metal Lock Legion came in and instilled, what was it? I can't remember. I don't know too much about Cuban politics. Whatever. Fuck this. Fuck this.
This bit.
Fuck this bit.
This bit sucks.
Yeah. So,
Priest.
you also did.
Oh, go on. Sorry. I was looking at the Bloodwash page. I'm like, this is what's their name? Fucking Puppet Combo, but it's not Puppet Combo. It's like Puppet Combo adjacent.
Yeah.
No, go on. Sorry.
No, it's just like it's a fun game. If you can get it on sale, get it on sale. But for $7.99, it's not that bad. You know, it's only like 2 hours though.
Sure. I'm super into these like bite-sized indie games, so more than likely I'll do it. So.
Well, apparently this studio does a bunch of stuff like that. In my review, I basically recommend it. It's got like 6 or 7 full-length comics in there, like that you can just collect and just read, and they're like real comics that were made before this game.
Huh.
Yeah, they're like indie comics too, but like all of them discontinued. And so that made me really sad because like none of them went past like issue 3 when they had really interesting premises.
Were they just like related to the story, but it wasn't just...
There were just collectibles in this game.
Oh, okay. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. You also find like an Atari Lynx that has like the Atari version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre on it, essentially. Like it's the same gameplay, but it's a different skin.
Huh.
Yeah.
They just emulated that game basically. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They have they have like a shoot 'em up, which is like I wouldn't really call it a shmup. I don't know what the difference is, but like it's just you're a homeless guy and you puke on police.
Yeah, that sounds like shmups. That's what shmups are.
It's just not really it's not really intensive, and like nothing fights back at you. You just have to avoid the right stuff. So it's more like an auto runner with like a projectile.
Avoid the red stuff. Oh fuck! I need more coffee. Yeah. Goddamn.
If you want to go get more coffee, that's totally fine.
Yeah, just give me a second.
All right.
I'll just give you time to do more topics. Just give me just a second. I'm also gonna
I've got my topics written out all nice like.
Sure. This is probably cut up, but what's usually the cutoff point for something like this?
Like lengthwise?
Yeah.
It just kind of depends. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing one for my channel.
Oh, okay.
The one for like streaming to the Ethernet, they last anywhere from like what's the shortest one? Like 50 minutes. They've gone all the way up to like 2 hours.
Jesus, yeah. No, I only ask because I haven't been on a podcast in a while, so it's just like.
Oh, you're totally fine. I haven't been on one in a while either. I was supposed to be on one like 2 weeks ago, but the I Bit My Dick Off podcast.
That's not real. You're fucking with me.
No, it is.
I Bit My Dick Off podcast. What a fucking name.
Yeah, it's one of my buddy runs. Another friend of mine. Let's see here. Oh my god, episode. There we go.
Yeah.
There's the channel. Yeah, so it's literally IBMDO. It stands for see, I Bit My Dick Off podcast. I told you.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. So
the name alone is intriguing, so I'll have to listen to like one episode. Bit My Dick Off podcast. What the hell? Playing Cyberpunk. Okay, this is interesting. Let me go grab coffee real quick.
You do that. One thing that I saw you did was the racist Mario video, and I'm so glad you made that because I've hated that video since it came out.
Yeah, racist
I always
Mario.
thought, racist Mario. I'm like, oh my god, this is so lowbrow. It's just clickbait. It's like, it looks like garbage on a technical standpoint because everything's so stiff. Everything just looks like it looks like Family Guy, not in a good way.
Yeah, no, it
looks like drag and drop aesthetic rather than like actual animation that, you know, I can say, oh, I'd be proud of making this.
It's so, yeah, like I say in the video, it's like really sterile and like just creatively bankrupt.
But
like I guess that is what affords it its accessibility.
It seems like though with a lot of things, the lower the efforts, the higher the success. At least in my eyes, it seems it's that way.
Yeah, it's YouTube and I guess online platforms. It's never you give what you get. It's you do what you do and maybe you'll do it or you'll get. That's. I'm trying to make an idiom here and I sound like an idiot. I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sorry. You're running on so little sleep.
Yeah, no, I feel way better. Smiley face.
Winky face.
Winky face. No, YouTube is YouTube kind of sucks actually. Fun fact. YouTube sucks a lot actually.
It does.
Resend that comment just because I want views on YouTube. Thank you Susan. don't shadow ban me please.
I got shadow banned on Twitter somehow.
I'm pretty sure my fighting game Twitter is shadow banned.
You have a fighting game Twitter. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Pepto Griswold is the name.
That's great.
I mainly play Guilty Gear and Them's Fighting Herds.
Them's Fighting Herds. Yeah, it doesn't pop up. I don't think I might have spelled it right, but Pepto and then Grizwald.
OLD. Like Griswold. It's what's his name? Clark Griswold. Here, link it here.
Okay. Yeah, it's because I didn't put the stupid space. There we go. Is that what you go by, like at fighting game tournaments?
Yep.
Pepto Griswold.
Yeah, it's my it's basically my like gaming alias as well. It's mainly my fighting game alias, but
oh yeah, I just use Korosivv on everything, unless it's like an RPG where I make a character, then I name them like Xylith, because like a character I've been working on for like a thing,
like an OC type thing.
Yeah, but like I actually want to do something with him, so like I'm trying to actually like write something for him to be in, as opposed to just having him around. Because like that's always annoyed me with OCs, is like you have this idea but you're not doing anything with it. Okay.
Or are you trying to infuse that in like your YouTube channel, or is it just like a fiction thing you're trying to develop?
It's like a fiction thing I'm trying to do. It's completely separate from what I'm actually doing. The reason I actually changed to Korosivv, I went by Xylith for a long time, but then I was like, wait, this is gonna be like a Linkara situation where like people are gonna think that I'm using this as a self-insert when this character is not a self-insert. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna like change my name now.
I mean, imitation's a great form of flattery. I'd love to emulate Linkara. He's my favorite creator, actually. Twitter is a fucking...
Ever since the fucking great exodus of Tumblr, it became garbage. It used to be fine, and then it just became absolute shit.
Twitter is mostly just funny now for me. I barely pay attention to more of the drama stuff.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to any of the drama. All my stuff is set to like... My trending stuff is all set to see what's trending in Japan and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. That's a good way to go around it. I don't know, I can see why it bothers most people.
Yeah, so I can like see the stuff I'm actually interested in and stuff like that.
Fucking, I guess this is topical, but it didn't trend because of Twitter. But the reason I was like, I didn't sleep much is because at the last second I found out GTA 6 got leaked, and I was just...
Oh yeah, I downloaded the video of like all the gameplay leak off YouTube like right before we recorded.
Yeah, I just went down the rabbit hole. I was like on the forum for it and everything. I went on V and I was like, just doing investigative journalism because I was talking about it in a chat. It was like, holy shit, this is like one of the most, like, this is probably the biggest leak of a game since Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
I'd say, unironically, it's bigger because, like, way bigger. Like, Half-Life 2 is big, but nothing can rival the size of GTA and the power it has as a franchise, honestly.
Yeah, that's one of the things next to Pokemon that has a license to print fucking money. So
yeah.
And also the fact that somebody potentially has a source has the source code and can make and compile a fucking playable build is insane and a marketing nightmare. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they delayed development for it by a couple years already.
I don't think they would, because people have been waiting long enough, honestly.
Yeah, but
I do like the line about the Finland conspiracy theory. The fact that that's a real conspiracy theory and they threw that in there. That's a nice little nod.
Yeah, it's a goofy addition. I do wish, I don't want it to be delayed because I really like the concept of it being like modern day Florida.
Yeah,
just
that's
like
cool.
a fucking shit, like just a fucking shitstorm.
Yeah,
like Florida is. I really want to explore that. I don't know.
Same.
New GTA is like fine. GTA 4 is probably like my favorite of the newer HD games, but like
yeah.
I really hope this is good. Although they did outsource most of the development, it seems, because of the leak. That's how we found out they outsourced a lot of the development. So
yeah,
who knows?
Yep. But I liked the so as far as I got up to was that thing. So like only that I have the whole video downloaded, but I haven't watched it all yet because again it was like right before we started recording. I really liked the car shooting mechanic where like you're like leaning out of the car and then like you roll around as you aim.
Yeah, no, it's super sick.
It's much better than what it was, and like it'll make online possibly a bit more balanced with that, where it's like if you have a passenger who's shooting, they'll have to actually get out and they could actually get shot, stuff like that. Which I mean, talk about game balance in an open world game is kind of dumb. It's not like I'm talking about fucking frame data or whatever, but it's still interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean the online play in online was or GTA Online was kind of fucked anyway. But
yeah,
for this, if it's gonna be like GTA 4, there's a chance that it's gonna be that online is gonna launch a little bit later. But
yeah, well, GTA 5 the online launched later too.
Yeah, for 5. I think that's what I meant. I must.
Oh, you said 4, so I thought I wasn't allowed to play M-rated games, and I didn't have a PS3 until like 2014. So yeah, I was very sheltered.
Yeah, no, I meant 5. 4 launched with online immediately.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know about 5 because it was like 2008 or 4. I mean, shit. Now I'm doing it.
Nah, you didn't. You weren't allowed to touch that stuff. My parents didn't give a shit. Yeah, they trusted. I guess they maybe trusted me to not become a criminal. I don't know. But I make YouTube videos, so I don't know.
I don't know, man. There's some children over there in that corner.
They fucked up hard regardless. That's the way I think.
Yeah. You became a YouTuber? Gross. I can't imagine doing that myself. It sounds disgusting.
It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Go work at like an easy corporate job and just make money and not complain about it like I did.
Well, unfortunately, I'm really dumb and I want to do creative things. So hopefully, if this graphic design thing works out, I'll be doing art constantly, but I'll also be able to like try and do some stuff for YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that tweet from you. I hope that works out for you. Is it like a work from home type situation?
Yeah, it's a remote.
Sick.
I did research on the company and basically I'd be making like educational materials.
Oh yeah, not bad. It's
kind of funny though, because like one of my parents is a teacher, so it's pretty funny in that sense.
Nice. Did you use that in like the interview process, or?
I haven't had the interview yet.
You haven't had the interview. Nice.
Just scheduled it last night. Like right before you sent a DM, I scheduled it.
Nice. Yeah, working from home is a blessing and a curse.
Oh yeah,
it's a blur between your personal and professional life. I lived that for 5 years.
Oh yeah,
it could be kind of a nightmare.
Yeah. So that kind of rolls into another thing I wanted to ask, which is so how you already answered it kind of though, was like how is going to YouTube full time?
Well, so before I even left my last job, I was already during the summer writing just a shit ton, and I already had a bunch of videos drafted. So in a way, I was already working on YouTube full time even before I left my job. Just because I was just so like creatively invested, I would just make sure I had time. And also, my job towards the end of it wasn't very hard. I was the video production manager for a marketing agency, so I was basically just supervising other editors. And I had a lot of free time to do that. but coming to this now full time, I have expectations. I'm quelling my expectations, I should say, but like the content that I have laid out is designed to succeed, more or less. It's not the weird esoteric stuff that I did last year, which was greatest image on the internet, just like weird garbage.
I liked it though. Fair,
Yeah, no, those videos are great. I loved making those, and that got me back in the habit of making videos. And then later into the next year, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go work 2 jobs and like make enough money to potentially just do this full time, or like do this like more. I was like financially setting myself up for something like this. So I just became enamored with like making videos again, and here I am just doing it full time. So it's kind of it's surreal, but also like, I don't know, I worked towards it, so it's like I should accept it.
I think you probably have some of the greatest videos on the internet, even if they aren't the greatest image on the internet, because you have a lot of really thought-provoking pieces and the type of video essays that I prefer to watch and things like that. Like I love the Wacky Game Jokes for Kids retrospective and analysis. I love the Sojak one. I love the Void Memes one. The drum and bass one was pretty good though too. I actually meant to ask, what headphones are those in the drum and bass video?
Oh, those are AKG K240 Studios. So they're not
I thought they were AKGs.
Yeah. They're not good listening headphones. In fact, it's what I'm using right now. They're like meant for recording. They're all right. But yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, the thought-provoking... So the videos that you said are like basically my favorite videos that I've made. And that's like a lot of where my content is going too. There's a lot of stuff like because the algorithm, just because I'm like, this is probably going to succeed. I have a few other ones of those. And then Flash Sember usually does pretty well. But I also have like in-depth YouTube poop retrospectives of creators coming out.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that, and then my next video is maybe my most like in-depth video, probably like rivaling something like the Wacky Game Jokes for Kids or like Void Memes. But a lot of my a lot of the content is deliberately challenging, or I try to make it deliberately challenging, much to its detriment, because YouTube doesn't really reward this type of analytical content too much anymore.
YouTube doesn't like when you're actually thought-provoking or analytical. They like when you just post the girl ass crushing the watermelon.
I like when you post your fucking gaping maw in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Listen, the goatee thumbnail is one of my favorites, okay?
That's very funny. I can't believe I got away with that.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a flesh-colored background, some hands,
don't worry
and your
about
face.
It. Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's very tongue-in-cheek. No, but like coming to YouTube full time has been just a blessing. I'm sure like right now it's only a month in, not even. Yeah, I left my last job the 26th of August.
Okay.
So I'm not even a month in, but like I'm starting to like unlearn all the corporate culture, like work behaviors, just the wage cucking. It's not really wage. I worked for a salary, but anything working for somebody else is working for somebody else is still wage cucking. Sorry.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's fine. It's true.
I have like freelance clients and stuff, so like financially, I'm pretty frugal and pretty anxious about money, despite the fact I shouldn't be. But like, I'm sure like in 6 months I'll be like, oh god.
Listen, if you want to write that algorithm, AI, literally just make an AI write the script on your next video where it's about AI and its future impact. Just do that. There you go.
That'd be pretty good. I should talk about like AI scripting content.
Yeah, like, because if you think about it, that'd be like the most algorithmically perfect thing, because AIs are all the rage right now. And literally all you have to do is give the AI the prompt of like write essay, like depending on which AI you use, write analytical essay on whatever type thing or whatever, something like that.
No.
Or just like feed it a bunch of information and then just have it like spit something out.
An AI wrote this video essay would probably just be the most like
Yeah, AI wrote this video essay on AI. There you go.
No, actually, that's a great idea. I gotta write that down. I would probably
Sure
do like
thing, man.
a post analysis of that as well, because I think about like internet metaphysics and stuff like that all the time.
I do too. What you gotta do is you gotta make it a separate video though for your like post analysis of it, so that way it rides that wave.
Yeah, potentially. I think about that stuff all the time, but I usually just like to keep it in one video. But maybe
That's fair.
I have a video not like that, but something similar. That's kind of
Yeah, the AI art video.
yeah, the DALL-E video. But I have another
Yeah.
video that I'm working on that it's about AI. It's not necessarily that, but yeah. Yeah, my mind blanked. Sorry.
You're fine. My mind blanks a lot. It's like my mind never shuts off, so I never sleep. And then sometimes it just kind of has a memory overload, and it's like, what? So, and it's like, oh yeah, that's it.
No, for sure.
Yeah. It's like I don't have enough RAM, and so it rewrites over shit to try and keep that 98% usage or whatever from like overflowing to 100% usage.
Yeah, for sure. That's how it is for me right now. Just kind of way too tired. I apologize.
No, you're totally fine. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? I know I would like to talk about fighting games, and that might be for another time because I could talk about fighting games all damn day.
I'm good to talk about fighting games. I'm next week. I'm flying to see Otaku. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm playing in tournaments.
Okay. What games are you playing in?
I'm playing Guilty Gear and Them's Fighting Herds. I thought about entering Melty Blood because the recent patch was pretty good, but I am not practiced in that game. That's something I play casually. I'm going with a bunch of uni players, so I'm like the only gear player there.
Yeah, I haven't been to like an actual fighting game tournament. I've been to a couple locals things, but they're like super small scale, and like all they ever do around here is Smash Bros. Because it's a university town.
Yeah,
and it's like I just don't care about Smash Bros. As much. Like I'll play Terry Bogard, but that's because I love Terry. He's great.
No, for sure. No, Terry's probably my favorite. Not my favorite character in Smash, but probably like my favorite DLC. I won't admit that to my roommate because he hates Terry. But I'm like, it's King of Fighters.
Then get over it. Fuck off. I grew up playing King of Fighters on my granddad's PC because he downloaded emulators and ROMs of that stuff. So I played a lot of Neo Geo growing up without knowing it, and I was really bad.
So around here there's two. I'm from Chicago. There's two locals.
Oh, nice.
There's one that's like 40 minutes away from me in like the west suburbs of Chicago. That's mainly a Smash local, and like I have some insane stories about that. So I mainly go there for like FGC stuff. There's like small FGC stuff, but the Smash kids there are just the most insufferable people I've ever met.
Oh yeah.
I keep a tally of it. Like every time I go, there's at least two, on average, people fucking chucking their controller at the ground at fucking light speed.
Oh my god.
Just baby raging. Shit. Yeah, it's like also just them talking about their like fucking PR rankings and all their fucking like Smash like shit that like it's all about like clout and fucking standings over there. It's so weird. Yeah. And then you go to the other local that's like an hour away that's just FGC, and it's just a bunch of like dudes over 25 not giving a fuck.
Yeah, you're there to have fun. You're there to enjoy the community and have fun playing the game.
Yeah. I mean, some people take it seriously, but like most of the time it's just for fun. For sure, like fucking like we have our top players there. Fucking Hotashi moved to Chicago recently, so that was
really Hotashi moved there.
Yeah, Hotashi was at a recent local. I have an interesting story about that. So Hotashi moves to Chicago. He comes to the FGC meetups in Skokie. He's playing in bracket. I don't know if he took third, which is insane to think about because Hotashi is like an Evo champ.
Yeah.
But our two other players like just trashed. No, I'm not gonna say trashed. He did very well, but like he comes up to us. I guess one of his friends was like sitting by us, and he was like complaining about the PS4 because they were running on the stream setup. It was the PS4 version, not the PS4 Pro, which has 1 frame of input lag. The PS4 has 4 frames, and he was explaining like this tournament's a sham. Like they can't. They have to run this on PS4 Pro, which I agree. But he was also just really miffed, which I understand.
Yeah, but it's 4 frames of input lag. That's a lot.
Yeah, it changes for Guilty Gear Strive. It changes like
everything.
If a few characters are like obviously better, like Leo is the best character on PS4 original. Yeah. Like if you're playing local, because
it's just
his cross up is near unreactable on 4 frames.
Yeah,
which is insane. But here's the really funny part from the story. This new guy to the scene, I won't name him. He's very new to fighting games. He's new to the FGC. He's loving it. Hotashi walks over and he looks him in the eyes and says, "So what was your main takeaway from today?" Like the most unintentionally toxic thing that you could say to an Evo champ. I like had to control myself because I was fucking losing it. I was like,
wow.
Oh my God, why did you say that to him?
I can't relate to the input lag thing because I play on PC.
Yeah, no, I also play on. I have a PS4 and I do play the PS4 version occasionally.
Yeah,
just to get used to the input lag.
Slim. Yeah.
Yeah, either way for Strive, that's going to be like 4 frames of input lag. I don't know what it's like for Tekken. I don't know what Tekken's input lag is on console.
I don't know.
PC.
I play Tekken on PC as well. I just got into Tekken, and a buddy of mine plays King, and another friend who's a King main has taught him some real degenerate shit. In his own words, he said it was degenerate, and yeah, it's degenerate.
Yeah, King. If you don't know how to fight King, you're fucked.
What's great is like, I know one of his main strategies is like that repeated low kicks, and so like that's really easy to block then parry.
Yeah.
I play Geese and I play Kazuya.
Yeah, Geese is really fun. I love Geese. I mainly play Julia just because of legacy stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
like Michelle
cool.
and other characters. I love that, and Kunimitsu.
I hate Kunimitsu. I hate playing against her, at least.
She's really obnoxious. I played Armor King.
Armor King is pretty interesting.
Oh, go on.
No, Armor King's really interesting because of how like tricky he is.
Tekken 7, I do like Tekken 7, but I don't. The netcode, like, I don't know. I didn't get super into it like I did with like Tekken 6 on the Xbox or like Tekken 3. Oh god, Tekken 3 was.
I never owned a PlayStation, so I never got to really get into original Tekken. My first fighting game was Killer Instinct for the SNES.
Original KI is so much fun. Fucking if I don't know if you have Fightcade, if you play like Third Strike.
I got Fightcade. I play Third Strike.
Nice. We
Fightcade's been fucking with me lately though, because I try to input my I try to set my inputs and it's just not staying for some reason.
Yeah, the FB Neo emulator doesn't actually. I mean, it does stay with some of it, but
yeah,
it depends on the game. If you switch to different games, it'll change your inputs in the emulator. Unfortunately,
yeah, it hasn't retained my inputs at all for Third Strike, and that's the only game I was playing.
No, it also depends on like if your joystick or whatever you play on is inputted to or like is plugged in. You have to plug in whatever you're using beforehand, and then it retains it. If not, it will like reset it. I guess it's weird.
Yeah, it is. I really fucking hate the fact that I'm stuck on I can see about moving some stuff now that like my job might be remote, but because of like mental health shit and like being a delivery driver, not making a lot of money, I had to move back in with my parents. Currently stuck on Wi-Fi, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But I can see about, because we have like a mesh system, I can see about moving the modem up to my room and then having some Ethernet. That'll be good.
That's not a bad idea. No,
Yeah.
you definitely gotta plug that fucking Ethernet in for fighting games.
Oh yeah, I hate the fact that I can't play Ethernet on fighting games, because like when I did live by myself and I had Ethernet, it was so good, it was so fun. And now like Fightcade, I'm glad they have this feature, but it's like people just won't play with me because I have Wi-Fi, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, it's just my life situation right now.
Yeah, you can't help it. I mean, if it's like a few rooms away or like a room away, it's usually fine. But like,
it's literally like right below me, and then like the because we use a mesh system, it's like one of the modules is like right below me. One of the modules is literally right across from me in another room. So like when I do play, I don't have, but like I don't even have to deal with like really. At most, I've dealt with like 2 frames of rollback, maybe 1.
yeah, that's not bad, little.
So, yeah. So it's not bad. It's just Ethernet's still better, though. Unironically, like, I feel bad unironically saying, but I have good Wi-Fi. But it's like, no, I need to play on Ethernet.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're playing casually, it's fine.
Yeah. Which that's how I mostly play Third Strike, is casually. Who do you main in Third Strike?
I play Hugo.
Hugo. I taught my friend a bit of Hugo because he wanted to learn grapplers, and like, hey, you like Alex, right? Try Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo's just the slightly better Alex, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I'm basic. I play Ken.
Nice. I mean, good Fundy's character. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. I should probably pick up like Ken, or like, I always wanted to pick up Chun-Li, but Chun is too broken in that game.
Oh god, I had a friend who played Chun all the time, and I was like, oh my god.
So it is obnoxious. I mainly some like fighting. Besides, Hugo is like the only grappler I play, and in Guilty Gear I play Axel.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. I play Axel a bit too.
Axel's great. And then I don't have like a set archetype that I even like gravitate towards, I guess.
Yeah, I play Axel, I play Ram, I play Soul, I play Kai.
Very nice. Except for Ram. Fuck you for playing Ram.
Okay, that's fine. I like her though.
Sucks. She's a cool character. She's not a good character to fight against. She's busted.
Don't worry, I'm only like floor 6 or whatever. I can't get past where I'm stuck at. It sucks.
Oh, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Good. Celestial Rams are a nightmare. Also, just one of the worst matchups for Axel, so that's also my issue.
I am dealing with a lot. The reason I'm stuck is because of Potemkin. I keep having to go against Potemkins because that's all anyone plays, and I can't fucking deal with his shit.
And just zone him out. If you play like Axel, that's like a 7-3 matchup there.
But I don't play when I play Axel. No one wants to fight against me. I wonder why. Everybody
dodges Axel.
Yeah, so I have to play Ram, or I have to play Kai, or I have to play Soul.
Yeah, at the lower levels, people dodge the zoners for sure.
Yeah,
like Celestial and like higher level people. Axel is like, once you figure out how to fight Axel, he's not that hard.
Yeah, I haven't played Bridget yet. I don't own Bridget yet, just because I didn't have money and I got into Magic again.
No, Magic the Gathering.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a money sink right there, dude.
Yeah, I got back into Magic the Gathering.
I used to be into Magic the Gathering. Not super hard. I have a friend who like not runs a TGS, but like
my friend owns one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, my friend like organizes all the Magic tournaments and all the Magic stuff for this shop, and he's been just invested in it for like 20 fucking years. So, dude loves Magic.
Yeah, well, I've also gotten into the physical Yu-Gi-Oh card game.
Oh God,
I spent like $40 on tens on like Friday.
Oh my God.
But hey, I made my money back because they're like $20 tens. So I mean, I got an Ash Blossom and I got like a Lightning Storm.
Well, then there you go. Unless you don't intend to sell it,
Not really, but like I don't intend to sell it, but because they're staple cards, and I'm building my first deck in like years.
Nice.
So gotta have them staples.
I hear competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is just a nightmare.
It's super fast.
Yeah.
I'm playing Dragon Maids because I like dragons and booba. That is all. I like the play style too, actually, but because I like how it's all about like graveyard stuff, things like that.
Yeah, that's a good reason. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But yeah. What fighting game have you played that like? What recent release did you play that like you got super into, but then just dropped?
Probably Melty Blood. Because of the shields. Are you just saying like arbitrarily dropped, like not for any specific reason?
Yeah. Just like you just dropped it for like no reason. Like you just dropped it for whatever reason. It's just for some reason it just didn't stick with you or whatever. I didn't get super into it, but DNF Duel I was like looking forward to, and then DNF Duel is not a good game. I never even bought it because I heard of how bad it was. Yeah, it's like a one-hit touch of death game, and it's like it's not fun to play. It does not feel good to play at all. I heard it was like the most disappointing ArcSys release. Yeah, the thing is, I had this conversation last night with somebody, like, this is like a disappointing ArcSys release. It's not, ArcSys didn't develop it. Aiding did. Aiding is the character. That's right. Wait, really? Did ArcSys just do the model work and stuff? Yeah, ArcSys just did that's the same thing basically for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Okay, I thought Dragon Ball FighterZ was developed completely by ArcSys. It was like parts of it were commissioned, but like balance and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure is done by Bandai Namco. Yeah, I think that's how it is, but like, But the art and like 3D and all the animation for DNF Duel is done by ArcSys, but it is done by Aiding, which is the creators of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Okay. So, which is weird because it would. That is weird. I feel like it would have been more balanced. UMVC 3 are so good though. Yeah, maybe they just haven't made a fighting game in a long time. Well, the game is like very neutral based and like very meter spend. Like I guess meter management, which is up my alley. But the game just like the input buffer system and like just the general inputs, like the simple inputs, just make it really hard. And also, I was playing one of the worst characters to begin with, so that's something to do it. Which character is that? Because I never played the game. Launcher, but I think literally the worst character, like in the game at the moment. For me, that game that I dropped for some reason was KOF 15. I don't know why, I just did. Yeah, like that game's a lot of learning. It's what? 1 second. Oh, bless you. Fuck. Yeah, there's so many matchups to that game that you have to learn. There's just a lot of shit in that game. I guess it's because there's not really a scene around here for it. Like, I know, like I said, I know a few guys I can play Tekken 7 with, but I don't really know anyone. And like Third Strike, I can just play with anybody. Like I have Discords where like people would just be like, "Yo, you want to play some Third Strike?" And it's like, "Sure." And then Strive is such a big game, currently. But like King of Fighters 15, I don't really run into people that play it. The matchmaking system is kind of what did it in, because they didn't launch it with a good matchmaking system, but they're coming out with crossplay. So I really like it though, because like I really like how Rock isn't absolute trash. I like Geese. I'm kind of sad they took out his pretzel motion, but I understand why. Yeah, I mean, they probably should have done that. I mean, I can do pretzel motions for Geese pretty easily. I got kind of obsessed with getting that pretzel motion down right. Nice. It's KOF. I played for a little bit.
I found it fun, but it's just I don't know if it's not for me, but like, I don't know, like there's just a lot to it, and also is like dedicated to learning Strive and them as fighting nerds. So like trying to balance 2 games is like a lot.
Yeah, but then again, we got fucking Garo 2. Fucking hell yeah, I love that. I'm so happy for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. Street Fighter 6 looks like it's gonna be great.
Oh, it does. I like how they're bringing back like the universal parry, but like it's limited by that gauge. I think it's pretty interesting.
No,
because I always wanted a game that had that parry system again because I love it so much. Even though I'm not great at it, I love the potential that it brings out in people.
Yeah, I have weird, complicated emotions on or opinions on parry. I think parry's fine. I don't think a lot of the core gameplay loops should revolve around getting parries and like meter build.
Oh, right.
I think parry should just be like a defensive mechanic alone.
Yeah.
Because most high level players actually don't like parry, and I understand why. It's just not that good.
Like Daigo hates the parry actually, even though he's so good at it.
Yeah, I mean it was necessity to like win. You like.
But for me, it's like a mechanic that I always really liked, and I thought it was really cool. Because I've always wanted to do like game design. I always wanted to design a fighting game. Like that's one of the things I made Xylith for. That that character is for a fighting game.
Oh, nice.
And I always wanted the parry system. I really like it. One idea I've had recently though is because I'm playing so much Tekken 7 is like, what if I tried to make a 3D anime fighter that in the sense of like it plays like Tekken mixed with like Guilty Gear or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't really happened, like a 3D fighter with like anime, like an Air Dasher.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've always been thinking is like, why isn't there a 3D game with an Air Dash? It'd be so cool. And so I'd like to try and get some people to like work on that with maybe, but I'm pretty shit at communication sometimes.
No, for sure.
I get sucked into my own projects, and it's like, wait, what? I was supposed to talk to this person like a year ago. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
that happens to the worst of us.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I just couldn't come up with a response there.
No, I just got to work on my shit.
I do. No, you're fine. It's all good. I think you did a good job of hosting this. I do need to go take a fucking shit. So
you do that. Give me a good poop room platitude, and yeah,